Hello again, everybody. Kiefer here with another video regarding cryptocurrency stuff. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about the bug in the PARITY multi-sig wallets that caused 500,000 Ethereum to be possibly permanently locked and unusable. So I'm going to go over what happened and sort of exactly how this bug worked, and how this guy was able to lock away all this money. I'm going to assume that you understand the general concept of smart contracts. Going to need the whiteboard for this one. So when I heard about this, I thought it was insane. So I asked the question, how did this actually happen? How does some random guy who claims to be an Ethereum noob destroy millions of dollars worth of Ethereum? What was the bug or the flaw that allowed this guy to do this? So PARITY is this Ethereum smart contract browser thing that is basically meant to be a way that you can interface with smart contracts and deploy them and stuff like that. The developers behind PARITY have a multi-sig wallet contract that they've made available for anybody to use. So anyone can use it to create a multi-signature wallet. The idea of a multi-signature wallet is that it requires multiple signatures for the funds inside it to be moved. Originally, the Ethereum multi-sig contract code is designed so that whoever wants to deploy their own multi-sig contract needs to copy all of the code and put their own copy of it onto the blockchain so that their multi-sig wallet has all of the code required to do all the functions that a multi-signature wallet smart contract would need to do. In the case of PARITY's multi-sig wallet smart contract, instead of making it so that everybody needed to have their own full copy of the code, PARITY took the bulk of the code and put it into a library on the blockchain, and then all that you would have to have as the creator of your own multi-sig wallet is you would just need to have a very small snippet of code that referred to that library. So say I have my wallet here. I don't need to have the entire code of the wallet deployed as my wallet. I can just call the functions in the library as I need them. And so can everyone else. And so that cuts down on a huge amount of space used up on the blockchain, because instead of everyone having the entire code for this smart contract, they're able to only have a tiny amount and share the code that wouldn't be different between them anyways. Now, this is certainly a smart idea. In fact, it's used all the time in programming. It's not like these PARITY guys are totally off base with what they're doing here. So, where exactly did this go wrong? So, this library that contains the multi-sig wallet code lives on the blockchain. It's like on an address like any other smart contract in Ethereum. Usually, when you were creating a multi-sig wallet, you would create one for yourself, and as I said, refer to the code as you needed it. So usually when you create your multi-sig wallet, you create it on your own address and use the initialize wallet function, and you would become the owner, and that would create the wallet and give you access to all the functions. So this is where it all went south. This guy, DevOps199, instead of creating the wallet himself on his own address, basically what he did is he went to the address where the library code was and called initialize wallet. And by doing so, he made himself the owner of the library itself, rather than his own personal multisig wallet. So obviously this isn't supposed to happen. Everything would have been okay if he had just left it at that. But what he did next was call the kill function on the multisig wallet code. And the kill function does basically what it sounds like. It kills it. It destroys the contract. Whatever's at the contract, whatever's at that address gets destroyed. And by deleting all the code that was in this library, it rendered all of the wallets that used that library completely useless. And thus, all the funds that were inside those wallets is now inaccessible. It's just sitting there doing nothing, just stuck forever. And it's, 500,000 Ethereum, which is no small sum. So why was this DevOps 199 guy able to pull this off? Why did it happen? Why would a self-proclaimed Ethereum noob be able to wipe out 500,000 Ethereum basically by accident? So here's basically what happened. When PARITY created this multisig wallet code, they basically took an existing multisig wallet smart contract that was created by the Ethereum Foundation and just altered it a little bit. The major change was that they created this library so that instead of having to deploy the entire thing every time you created a multisig wallet, you only had to deploy the lightweight stub version of it that called the library. So when they created this new version of this multisig wallet, they screwed up. Number one, they screwed up by not initializing the library address, and thus basically leaving it open for anyone to come in and claim it for themselves. Number two, they left the kill function in it. If they had initialized the wallet before they deployed the library, DevOps 199 would have failed when he tried to use the initialize wallet function on the library. And if they had removed the kill function, even if he did take it over, he wouldn't have been able to have done anything harmful with it. So it's not some moment of miraculous hacking skills where he discovered this obscure vulnerability that took, months of research to discover. He basically just poked around calling the most basic functions on the code and happened to stumble his way into a complete disaster. So you can't really blame this DevOps guy. Even if he was being totally malicious, this is such a huge fuck up by the PARITY team that really you can't help but sort of blame them. It's like if the PARITY team had put a light switch inside of an office building that when you flipped it, it annihilated the building. It's kind of the same thing as that. So, unfortunately, it's been a bad year for the PARITY team. This is the second huge screw up that they've created in the last 6 months or something. So I'm sure they're very demoralized at this point. I feel bad for them. I feel kind of sorry for this DevOps guy too, because he kind of just came in and erased $100 million or more worth of Ethereum, and I would be bummed out if I did that. It totally was not me, I swear to God. I am not DevOps 199. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it was enlightening in some way. Let me know if there's any more topics you want to learn about. And I'll see you next time.